Hey, all my comic book friends out there, and welcome back to Comic Book Corner. And this is your host, Spider Slayer. That's right, guys. We are back for another comic book review. And on this review, I'm following up from Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe issue 1, and we're going right to issue number 2. And what I must say about this book, the first issue was okay. It wasn't the greatest. It was kind of lame. We had Deadpool. What happens is he basically gets his brain, something goes wrong with his brain, and all of a sudden something changed him. So like the overall plot on how he became crazy was kind of weird. He wound up killing the Fantastic Four. He killed the Watcher. And basically now he's changed, and something is driving him on to kill all the heroes, all the villains, all the anti-heroes, all the anti-villains, and and the Marvel Universe has to be ready for him. And no matter what happens, they can't stop him. It's like Deadpool is the indestructible villain now all of a sudden, which is hard to believe, but this issue actually found me entertaining. I was entertained, and I must say that I am definitely getting issue 3 because I like this part a lot better. Cullen Bunn is the writer, and Dalibor Talalik, I don't even know what his name is, the artist. But to give you an example of the artwork, there's a picture of Deadpool right there. And that's just one page that I'm showing you. You can go into detail a lot on your own if you do purchase this book. Believe it or not, this book sold out, and you can't find a copy now anywhere. It's sold out. The comic book stores can't order it or reorder it. So it looks like there'll be a second printing. This book is not, I repeat, not for the kiddies. It has a parental advisory, not for kids, right on there, and I agree with you 100%, guys. This is not your typical Marvel superhero book. This is pretty gruesome stuff for Marvel, I must say. And again, I quite enjoyed it. The way the issue starts, and I'm going to let you know, there's spoilers, so if you don't want to watch the video, don't watch it. Read it first, then watch my video on how I react to what was going on in this particular issue, okay? So we're going to go forward now. Walkthrough. In the beginning of the issue, there's this newscast that's going on in the issue. And the newscaster's like, I can't believe this is happening. The whole world's coming to an end. Deadpool's going on a killing spree. Who can stop him? And you can see here he's killed Ghost Rider, he's killed Doctor Doom, and all the newscasters and the people are like, oh, who's going to save us? What's going to happen? I don't know. But hello, look who's going to save them right now, baby. But bam, that's right, Spider-Man. This is when I was like, all right, here we go. Spidey's involved in here. So it looks like they already been doing battle for a while. Spider-Man's got slices in his legs. The artwork in this part of the book was halfway decent. I liked it at this point. It's when it gets into the character details of facial expressions is when the artwork turns me off about the book. But when they're wearing costumes and covered up with masks, it's okay. But Spider-Man's making his jokes, and he's like, oh, I used to like you a lot, Deadpool. He's like, I don't like you anymore. He's like, I'm going to take care of you once and for all. And he goes, instead of running your mouth, well, here comes the asphalt. And then all of a sudden, Deadpool's falling on the ground. Super awesome page right here. Cool panel. Splat. he just hits a cop car, and dude, he is like totally all over the ground right here. I mean, he's just splattered all over the place. He's, like, oh, he's all dead. He's like, he doesn't die, obviously, but it's like right here, you got his neck's all bent out of shape and everything. And Spider-Man goes on. He's like, "You lucky I don't kill you. You're lucky I don't. You know, I'm not like you." He's like, he's like, but I'm not. I'm gonna turn you in. And he's like, I'm gonna make it right. I'm not like you. And then Deadpool's like, he's like, "You're right." He's like, "I'm not gonna cut you. I'm not Spider-Man. I'm not gonna cut you." BOOM! Holy crap! I was like, no! I was like, no way! He did not just do that. Look at that. Oh my god. I was like, holy crap. So seeing this, even though it's not a real Marvel story, like it doesn't happen in the real universe, it's like, holy crap, he just blew up Spider-Man's head. I was like, that is so insane. Do you ever see Spider-Man's getting head blown off? Have you ever pictured Spider-Man actually dying in the Marvel Universe? This is as close as you're going to get to it. That was crazy right there. And he's like, he's dead. He's like on the ground. Oh my god. And everyone's like, he killed Spider-Man. Somebody has to stop him. Oh my god. Like the people were in shock. Deadpool just walks away. And he's like, his inner voice goes, "Ooh, who are you going to kill now?" He's like, "Oh, it doesn't matter." And the voice is like, "Yes, it matters. You have to kill. You have to kill. You have to kill." You know, he's like, "You don't have to prove your full self anymore. Just do what you got to do." So now the Avengers get involved in the whole thing, and they're like, "I don't know. We don't have half of us here." He's like, "We've already killed Black Panther, Tiger, Iron Fist, and there's others that probably he hasn't killed, know about." And it's crazy how no one can kill his Deadpool. And they're discussing, and here's about going back to the art. Like, I'm not a fan of the character art here. Like, you got Wolverine, his like claws look like little needles, and I just don't like that. And Jarvis already comes in here, and he's talking, and he's just like, "Dr. Pym is missing. Dr. Pym is missing. His Pym particles are gone." Then all of a sudden, once again, BLAM! Holy crap. Look at this. Wolverine is now dead. He's a skeleton, and his claws are out, and all the Avengers are just blown up. You got Iron Man's mask here. You got Captain America's shield. That one's right here. It's freaking crazy, dude. And then, like, he's like, "It's raining dead men up here." And Deadpool's all going nuts. Luke Cage's like, "But you can't kill me, Deadpool." He's like, "I got impenetrable skin. How you going to do that?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, well, you guys do drink a lot of coffee." And the next thing you see is fumes coming out of his nose. And bam. Then you got Thor getting involved in the whole thing. Okay, can you kill an Asgardian? I think not. Wrong. Deadpool goes and kills him. He flings his hammer somehow at him and smashes him. He like clogs his nose and he gets suffocates on his blood or whatever, so he's dead. And as we go along in the issue, this is what's killer. This book got me laughing the whole time. Next thing we see Hulk come out of nowhere. Just freaking crushes Deadpool. Like, just blows up his head and pulls off his body parts. This part was phenomenal. Oh my god, this is so funny. He goes, "You hurt Hulk's friends. You kill Hulk's enemies." And you got Deadpool's head just lying down on the ground over here. And it's just like, okay, Hulk, you should have stomped on his brains or something. And he just goes, "Hulk doesn't want to be bothered by annoying stabbing man." And he just goes to sleep. That part I didn't get. I was like, what is going on? Why would you go to sleep? And he goes to sleep. He becomes Bruce Banner. Look who's back. Mr. Deadpool. Oh, here we go. Slicing and dicing Banner's heads off. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy stuff. And then he's dead. Next, what makes you want to read issue 3 now is that you get Mary Jane and a whole bunch of other people, a friend of McCoy's, a friend of Ben Grimm's, people that are all related and friends to all the heroes that have died. You see this pile of antiques and jewels that are here, and you're like, oh my God, what does this have to be about? And they go, this is why she goes, I thought this would be obvious. He goes, so why am I here? He goes, we've collected everything we've had in value. We want to hire you. Because I was wondering this. I'm like, who is going to stop Deadpool? Were you ready for this? Taskmaster, out of all people, is getting ready to stop Deadpool. And Aunt May says, we want you to kill Deadpool. And he says, not a problem. And that is the end of issue 2 of Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. Guys, this was an entertaining read. I enjoyed this. This was nice. The first issue was just mediocre. This just had me laughing. Just like, I couldn't believe they put this in a Marvel book. Great, great. It was entertaining. I mean, the story is okay, but the entertainment value is 5 stars in itself. It had me going. Guys, tell me what you think if you read this. And if you haven't read this, and you watched this review and you can't get the book, tell me what you thought of this review and what you think of this series as of this point. And if you haven't watched the first video of Deadpool Kills #1, watch that one first and then go read this or watch this second one if you haven't gotten these issues. But I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Story's not the best, but this issue was a lot better than the first one. So guys, I hope you liked this review. This is Spider Slayer signing off until the next comic book review. Thanks for watching Comic Book Corner, guys. Subscribe today. Take care. Bye.